This is my 2006 Kia Optima, and I treat this thing with care. Today, we're not going to be working on the Fairlane. This is my track car that I just abuse around the track. In my backyard, it's in the woods. Anyway, so it has converters on it, and for driving it around, abusing it, I don't need converters on it. So I could sell them. But if I cut the converters off, then they're right at the headers. So it's going to start melting things. So I'm going to try and do a hood exit like the one I had before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a video of that to put in there, but whatever. So then if that doesn't work, I'll just put it at the just add this to the collection. Just going out the back. So I'm also going to be doing some performance upgrades like the spoiler, and this is what the back end of the exhaust looks like. So I'm going to try and use as much of this exhaust as I can. Yeah. First things first, so I need to clean up this person's mess. Somebody just left a bunch of car parts over here.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What the heck? I gotta figure out how hard it's gonna be to cut this exhaust off, because the front one especially is really tight in. I'm turning this the wrong way. And see, with track cars, ladies and gentlemen, you don't even look at what point you're jacking it up from. Actually, I don't want this to fall on me. Alright, I'm gonna go get some jack stands. Alright, so I've done some looking at it, and the converters are really, really tight in there. And honestly, I don't think the work I'm gonna have to do to get those tiny little converters is worth it. But I'm still gonna do some performance upgrades to this exhaust. So I'm gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna cut it back here, and that'll delete this whole looking piece of garbage section, and it will add, I'm predicting, around 175 horsepower. See how this says V6 on it? Well, watch this. Now it's a V60. You're welcome, YouTube. Alright, now I want to see if it's any louder. I know that you guys didn't see it before, or hear it before, but I want to see if it's any louder. So it's louder, and yes, we added 54 more cylinders to it, but is it aerodynamic? No, that's what we're going to change. With this spoiler, so you might be thinking, oh, he's not going to do it the right way because he cut his exhaust and, it's all loud and he didn't place the mic right. And you're correct, because we're not going to do it correct. Flippin' duct tape this thing on here. I'm trying to think if I have duct tape. Alright, I'm back with the duct tape. It was in my house. I also got a Baja Blast. Taco Bell, please sponsor me. Wait, that'd be actually so cool. Like if I ever raced the Fairlane and it just had a Taco Bell logo on the side of it, that'd be sweet. So the next important thing that you're going to need to think about when installing your spoiler is the placement. Now look, you don't want to put it somewhere silly like the side. Is this in frame? If you put your spoiler like this or like this, right? This is for downforce, okay? So it's not because you're not going to be able to open your door because the spoiler's in the way, or you're not going to be able to see out of the window. It's because if you have a spoiler on the right side of your car, it's going to cause downforce, and at high speeds and even low speeds, if it's windy, it's going to pull your car to the right, okay?
Dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles, and now...
And that's a safety hazard, okay? So it needs to be somewhere on the top of the car or on the bottom of the car for balance. You know, you don't want it to be unbalanced. So with that being said, we're going to place it right here. And look, this is very strategic because your wind is coming up your windshield, right? It's coming up your windshield. You want it to hit this and force it down so it comes over the top of your car, and that's super helpful for downforce, okay? You can trust me, you can believe me because I'm on the internet, okay? And the truth is that you can trust me because I'm on the internet, okay? Alright, so our spoiler is all mounted up, and it's connected to the windshield a little bit with our high performance duct tape, and it kind of got rid of a little bit of my visibility, but it's worth it because it's durable. Because at the end of the day, if I hit a tree because I couldn't see, it's okay as long as my spoiler didn't break off, you know? All right, next thing that I actually, like, in all seriousness need to do is fix this door handle because it just doesn't work. It got hit by a tree, as you can see, and it doesn't work. But it works from the inside, so we're gonna see if we can stay on business. That worked. Huh? Hey, I did it! Let's go! Sometimes you just gotta hit it a little, you know what I'm saying? Put this back on. Haha! Looking at the fuses because, you know, sometimes taking stuff out makes it perform better. For rally racing, at least. There's like 6 spares on here. I didn't know this was Kia Optima Poverty Edition. Ow! So, I think that's it for this video. If you have any suggestions or recommendations for some modifications I can do to this subject, please put it in the comments, because anything that will heighten the performance or make it look cooler and doesn't cost me anything or cost me little, I am so down to do. So just throw it in the comments if you have any ideas or things you'd like me to try. Also, shout out to this guy for the mic on the hat idea. Genius. Thank you for that. More Fairlane videos coming soon. I have a few $1,000s worth of things for sale. A lot of that being the stuff that I pulled from the Fairlane. So if you want any of the parts from the Fairlane, hit me up and I will hook you up with that. I'm located in Suffolk, Virginia, so if you're local, then that'd be much preferred. And then I'll have money to spend on the Fairlane, and I can continue those build videos. And yeah, so subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah.